Howdy, y'all. It's a fine Sunday. How are we doing? We gonna go ahead and get started. Let me get my chat going. There we go. And there we go. All right, chat is up and going. So, first things first, let's go ahead and get our meatballs ready. All right. So, meatball wise, I've got a pound of 80/20 ground beef. I just realized something. Hold on. Change of tactics. I need to get my panade going, so. Oh, do. Get a bunch of day-old bread. Tear it apart. What about 2 cups worth? Roughly. What's wrong with your hands?
I got detergent all over them.
Oh. Should be easy to clean.
Yeah.
Get it? Because it's soap.
Yeah.
I hope you don't mind me using these.
I was going to say, are you going to utilize the bread from yesterday?
Yeah.
I was going to tell you should after watching that video.
Well, you just happen to have some, which
I know,
we never
that's
do.
why I was like, we're not going to eat it all. You might as well use it.
Yeah, between that and this milk that we never have.
Yeah.
Wet milk. Bread. Kind of mush it together. There you go. Just add a little bit more milk. Okay. You want this pretty mushy. We're done with the milk. Now we can go back to the meats. Just wash off his hands. There we go. Panade. Realize the trash is full, so I'm just starting the bag while we go ahead and continue to cook. All right. Another pound of ground pork this time. It's technically a little bit over a pound, but take what I can get. And then lastly, a pound of ground veal. I love veal. Very tasty and delicious. All right. We're going to give this a thorough mixing. Just want to incorporate all this meat together. Kind of go too crazy and overmix this into like a sausage, but we want to make sure we get all of the meat everywhere. Hey Tan, how's it going? You having a good weekend? Okay. There's our multi-meat mixture. Go ahead and get our panade in there. We'll see if we need a little bit of breadcrumbs as an extra binder. Did you do anything this weekend, Tan? Just use it to relax. Herby Pesto, like the Volkswagen buggy Herby? Herby? Oh, gotcha, yes. I was like, what are you talking about? And I got there. Sorry, I desperately was about to take a nap and then said, no, I need to stream. So I am like working at like 60% normal mental capacity, it seems like today. So, if you want to get the best of me, today's the day. Alright, there's some nice parmesan. We'll come back to that later. Nope, sir. Boring AF. Pardon my French. No, you're fine. Red pepper flakes. A little bit of heat. Garlic salt. Black pepper. Some tomato paste. How is your life, job, etc.? Doing all right, other than busy. Hold on, am I? Oh, the volume got screwed up on there. Let me fix that. I was wondering why I was hearing an echo. There we go. Since I've been traveling so much, there's a lot of stuff that's been like backing up. Okay, why are we? Okay, there we go. Let's see if that's. So I just got a lot of stuff to catch up on that I've been behind work-wise. Other than that, it's been pretty good. Uh, Put a little bit of onion powder in there. We used garlic salt, so I'm not too concerned about that. Yeah. Good.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I need a drink.
You're fine. You're fine. I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm looking for a job, that's it. How about any news? Kansas football? Well, the Chiefs are currently playing right now, our football team. Morgan is actually watching it in the... our kitchen and living room are all kind of like right next to each other. Because, I mean, you guys have seen it whenever we show the dog and stuff. So she's actually just watching the Chiefs football game right now in the... like, I can see her watching it right now. That's why she came and got water. So I was like, hey, I'm going to stream while the game starts. And she's like, that's fine. I was like, as long as you're okay with watching it on mute, which she is. Because we could get in a lot of trouble broadcasting any part of that. That's like suable. So I was like, we don't want that. It will not be in the background of anything. So, yeah, now we're just making sure we get all of the seasonings, cheese, bread, and... I forgot the eggs. That is what's missing. I knew there was something missing. What?
But at least we have them.
Yes, we do have them. I was like, this is just sausage. What is going on here? Alright. 3 pounds of meat, so 3 eggs. I miss Cumble. I could have been a quarterback. I was very good at throwing. Well, you should have. A lot of money in it. What kind of job are you looking for? Anything in particular, or just the, next best thing, something more interesting? It's amazing, like, as you get older, what you need from a job changes pretty consistently. Like, oh, I need better hours so I can see my family or my kids or my wife. Oh, I just want extra money. I'll work the night shift. What? No, it's actually much wetter now, so I may actually need you to go pull out the breadcrumbs. Get a little breadcrumb action in there.
Are those in the pantry?
Yes.
Okay, they weren't. I couldn't remember if they were up there or if they were in here.
Also been finding the occasional piece of shell. I thought I broke this stuff pretty good.
Where?
An apple, 80 yards. I'm open to all sides, to be honest. Should be dynamic, just not sitting, no desk only. That's important. On the right, you organized this.
Aha. You want the box or the jar?
I just need some. Whatever's already open, preferably.
How much do you need?
Alright, we'll start there. Thank you. I love how you forget where you put things. After you're like, Chris never looks.
It got blocked by things. I couldn't see it. And your taller vantage point could see it.
I suppose that is a possibility.
I mean, I'm tall, but I'm not that tall. I'm pretty tall, but...
That was perfect. We've got the consistency of it.
Okay, so I have to go turn on your thing down, please.
Yes, please. Any support helps, even if it is from you. Alright, so I don't want to overmix it. Pretty happy with that. It'll stay as a ball. Let's wash my hands and get our sheet ready. We're going to cook them in the oven while we get our sauce going. Yeah, I don't blame you. Like a job where, you know, where there's a lot of like different things and it's interesting and there's people to meet and talk to is really nice. Because if you're just stuck in one place all the time and, you know, you don't interact with a lot of people or the job's monotonous and you don't really enjoy doing it, I can understand 100% why you'd be all for finding something that ticks those boxes. Tried making Caesar dressing recently, by the way. Turned out great first time. Did you do the anchovies or did you do no anchovies? I think they're really good with anchovies. Just in your bubble desk ain't great. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Is the meatball scooper slash ice cream scooper
in the dishwasher? Clean.
Okay, perfect. If I had to do them by hand, you were getting colossal. That wasn't a threat. It's a promise. Yes, anchovies, parm, mayo, the whole thing. Yeah, that is good stuff right there, my man. Okay. All right. Whoever was the hero that I figured out that the ice cream scoop was great for meatballs is the true hero. Alright, so we're going to make a nice tray of meatballs. They're going to cook in the oven while we get our sauce started. And then we're going to do our veggie prep here. For the herby sauce. For my herby sauce, I didn't know what to call it. Because I've seen some people call it like a tapenade. I've seen some people call it a salsa. I've seen some people call it a relish. I've also, pesto. like a whole lot of different names. So I went with pesto because I know for a fact you can make a pesto with pretty much anything. There's not going to be any nuts or anything in it, but it will be extra virgin olive oil, uh, green onions, garlic, um, basil, oregano, chives, and then some Italian parsley. And then I also have some lemon and some red pepper flakes that I'm going to throw in there as well. I think I'm going to need a second tray. But that's going to go on at least my meatball. I don't think Morgan will be into it. But I think it'll be really nice herb flavor that we can add to our sub. What does sauce made from scratch? What exactly sauce do you have in mind? Tomato. So yeah, I've got this basic tomato sauce that I'm going to cook some onions, garlic, basil in, and basically spice up that sauce with and some red pepper flakes. And then I'm gonna throw all the meatballs in it to kind of cook. That's what I mean by sauce from scratch. Essentially, I just have a base sauce that I'm going to basically make. But I'm going to start with like saute. I'm going to really cook down the onions and garlic way before I add the sauce, and then throw the basil in there to cook in it. Because it's not like I went out and bought a full-on like canned jarred sauce, which you'd find here in the U.S. But I also didn't like get like San Marzano tomatoes that I'm gonna crush and make the sauce straight from that. I could have bought a tomato puree, but I went with the sauce so I can cook it down a little bit and kind of bring those flavors together. What am I looking for? Yes, thank you. What was that? Okay, well,
Like,
you not do that and worry my people that I'm killing you.
I'm alive and fine for now. I got mad at.
He murdered her on the stream. Sounds like a basic classic tomato sauce, great, but great. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. Is I want something pretty simple. The big flavor here is the meatball. Not necessarily the sauce. The sauce is just there to kind of lubricate the bite.
Let's make sure it's not dry.
Yeah, that's lubricating the bite, making sure it's not dry. Although, I think having 2 trays of meatballs to cook is going to make this interesting. Because I don't have the rack set for 2 trays of meatballs. I already have preheating, so that's on me. We did have some friends over yesterday for some beef stroganoff, and that went really well. They enjoyed the food. I made some cookies for dessert, and those were fantastic. And the beef stroganoff was really good. So I was very happy with that. We haven't had anyone over in a while, at least for like dinner and whatnot. So okay, our meatballs are bald. I'm gonna roast them at 425 for about 25 minutes. All right, let me get this in the oven. See if I have to move it. Set time 25 minutes. Okay, let's do a wipe down because it definitely got some meat in places. And then we'll start working on getting our stuff going. Hope that's not in the way. It's probably in the way. There we go. All right. I gotta bake that bread later too, or is it more soft? I'm gonna toast it in the my countertop oven with a little bit of butter, and then I'm gonna basically grate this cheese onto it, and then I'm going to try and like make it like a big cheesy bread, and then like close the meatballs around it. Okay. Here's what's left of my large onion from yesterday. Let's see how much we have. All right, I need a knife. Oh, cheesy bread. Great idea, yeah. I've made meatball subs a handful of times. I don't think I've made one on stream yet. But last time I made it, I made it into garlic bread, and it was fantastic. But it was also, I would say, somewhat time consuming, because there was a lot of just watching the oven to make sure the bread wasn't burning. Sorry, I'm just giving this an extra chop because some of the stuff didn't get hit. There we go. Good with that. I'm going to go ahead and throw this onion into the pot. Okay, now that I look at it in the pot, it doesn't look like that. So I'm going to go ahead and throw a little bit more. Save half. I mean, there's nothing to complain here, Mr. Kimball. Fresh, good ingredients, just in time, gonna be good. Yeah, I agree. I love making this stuff from about as fresh as possible. You take the process stuff out of it, and it's really tasty, and it's better for you, and you learn a lot doing it. Although the only thing I have to complain about is cooking it always makes my house really warm. The AC doesn't always want to keep up. Okay. There we go. I need a ton of garlic. One, two, three. Four. Those can go in the thing because they're easier to deal with. 5. And give me another big one. That'll do. All right. Come back to those 4. Go. Get this garlic out. Have to get the garlic from its home. There we go. Garlic. Garlic. I don't know why I'm saying garlic. You know what it is, because it's just... And garlic. Alright. Hey, Red, how's it going? Meatball sandwich sounds good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Haven't had a good meatball sub in a while. How you been? Been busy? You can put heavy cream and tomato sauce if you want for extra taste. Alright, thanks, Tan. Appreciate you hanging out. Have a good weekend. Or have a good rest of the weekend. Although it's probably more of a start of the week for you since you're, what, got to be past midnight at this point? I think I saw much more of that. There's that. There's that. I've been on a casserole cheater kick. What is a casserole cheater? Like, you're making casseroles that are like imitating something else. Just gonna toss some chicken with pasta and veggies and condensed cream of whatever together. Oh, okay. There's nothing wrong with that. That's like classic home cooking. I grew up on that kind of stuff. You throw some, if you do some broccoli, rice, chicken, and like some cream of mushroom or cream of cheese, you can make a pretty nice, like chicken broccoli casserole, especially if you do some like crushed Ritz crackers over the top of it, or cornflakes, or even like Lay's chips. That stuff is really good. Or tuna mac. A can of tuna into a like Kraft macaroni and cheese, and then throw some breadcrumbs over the top of that and put it in the oven for a little bit. That stuff's great. All right, we've got some onions starting to saute in some olive oil. Give those a nice little mix. Put it in the pan and bake for an hour. It's really easy. Yep, I've got peppers from my garden, maybe a tomato to toss in. I was looking at condensed soups and found a spicy nacho cheese and cheddar cheese one. That sounds really good, especially if you're trying to like make those casseroles. There's a lot of really good ones out there. I always stick with Campbell's personally. They just seem to be the like king of the soup making game when it comes to cooking. All right. Got my garlic over here. Yeah, Campbell's is the supreme producer of soup. Yeah, I mean, I've never really seen like a Progresso or a Chunky's that really offers the same quality. And I mean, I'm sure if you go to like Trader Joe's or Whole Foods and find some like fancy ones, there's probably some decent ones there, but that's just not my bag. Alright, there we go. So we're going to let this go just a little bit longer, keep sweating these bad boys, then we're going to add our garlic, a little bit of red pepper flakes, and then our 2 tomato sauces. We're going to basically just get our tomato, or excuse me, not our tomatoes. Get our tomato sauce in here, and then we're going to go ahead and get the meatballs in here to kind of add a little flavor to the sauce and kind of finish cooking, kind of like a poached meatball. But for the price, they're basically the same with no-name brands. Yeah, you're not wrong. And that's the nice thing about those casseroles that you're making. They last the entire week. Like, you make one, and it is so easy to eat on it for days. They usually heat up pretty well, too. Plus, you said you had a bunch of fresh veggies from your garden. That's just like a next level maneuver right there. I got tomato sauce everywhere. Classic. I'm liking how these are looking. Go ahead and get our multiple garlic. 5 or 6 garlic cloves in there. Should add some really nice flavor. Let that go for about 15-20 seconds. Don't want to burn it. Yeah. Alright, that's enough to open it up. Alright, I'm going to add a little bit of water to the sauce cans and pour that in as well. There we go. Alright, we're going to bring this back up to a nice simmer. Next level. Happy Sunday. Hey, Grant. Happy Sunday to you as well. Welcome in. How you doing? You enjoying Space Marine? Alright, I've got an Italian basil sprig I'm going to throw in here. I'm going to go with this one. It's uglier. Oh yeah, a little bit of red pepper flakes. I should have done that before the sauce as well. There we go. So yeah, we're going to let this come together and then cook down. And then something magical will happen. Doing good. Yeah, I finished this morning. It was so good. I'm glad to hear it. I knew you were kind of excited about it. Alright, so while that goes, I'm going to get my herby dressing. Excuse me, not dressing, herby sauce. Let me bring you over here just so we don't get any football by accident. Plus the Viking ones, that's a good Sunday sauce. Alright, so what we've got here is, I'm calling it a pesto because I don't know what to really call it, but we're basically going to throw a bunch of fresh green herbs in here. So I've got some chives. I've got 4 garlic cloves. I've got the top of some green onions. I've got some fresh oregano. I don't know if you should put the root in, or the branch when it comes to. I've never actually really used fresh oregano. I always just used the dried stuff, and that's been fine. All right, got some oregano in there. The throw some more basil. As soon as I get my chives back in order, they do not want to go into the pan. There we go. And the basil. What is this going to whip up? It's basically a sauce, like a green herb sauce, to go on the on the meatball sub as like a flavor addition. Okay. I'm going to do a little bit of Italian parsley, and then I'm actually going to cut some up and use some fresh stuff in the final product once it's all together. I need a little bit of red pepper flake. And then I'm going to do some salt and pepper. And then I have a lemon. So do a little bit of lemon juice. And then we'll see how it is. Meatballs smell fantastic. Can you smell them?
Is that the garlic smell?
Yeah. Well, no, the garlic and onion was from the garlic and onions, but over here next to the oven, you can smell the meat like sizzling.
Yeah, I mostly keep getting garlic. That smells really nice.
There's some fresh lemon juice. I thankfully didn't get any seeds in there. All right, let's pulp it. Let's see where we are flavor-wise. I think I'm going to need a significant amount more olive oil if I were a betting man. All right, on. All right, let's give it a little bit more oil. And then we'll do a scrape down the sides. All right. Oh, that looks good. Yeah, well, let's taste it first. Okay, we are finally at a consistency that I'm happy with.
Yes.
Perfect. All right, let's give this a taste to see if we need any more salt. Definitely needs a little bit more salt. All right, I flipped around the meatballs. They look pretty good. A little bit more lemon. Can't really taste the heat, so a little bit more of that. A bit more pep. A little bit more garlic salt. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and throw a little bit more of that in there. And I think yeah. I think we're going to be golden on that. All right. And final pulse. All right. Oh, that's fire. I like that. Doesn't look to be a ton of it, so I'm actually going to put it in this little dish. All right. There's our green sauce that I will probably be the only one using, which is fine. Okie dokie. Put the rest of the parsley away. All right, so what we've got left is I've got to make my salad dressing and toast the buns after we get the meatballs in the sauce to finish cooking. Okay. So, done with this. We're this over here. Okay. Put the onion away. Put this here. Sorry, I'm just thinking aloud. I'm gonna throw this cheese in the freezer real quick just to make it easier to shred here in like 10-15 minutes while I get the salad dressing going. That's not going to take any time at all, but it will take an immersion blender. This game ain't going so well for you, Morgan.
I mean, what just happened?
There was a fumble. They claimed there was a fumble. And then, they pretend to run it back. Because, if we look like we're doing it hard enough, then we're right. So. Well, sucks to suck.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna use this new plastic container that my wife was like, why do we have this? I hate it. That's a measuring
I
cup.
just said, where did this come from?
It was in the stuff that my mom dropped off. But it's a measuring cup and it does milliliters, which is why I'm keeping it. We don't have anything that does milliliters. Well, we do, but it's not helpful. Okay. Some nice Dijon mustard. I believe that's how you say it. I've got some red wine vinegar. Okay. Tomato sauce is boiling. Let's see that turn down. I want it to simmer, not boiling. What did I come over here for? Oh, a little bit of red pepper flake. And we're going to go olive oil, although we're pretty much out of that. So, let's switch to my backup olive oil. And then I will throw that on the list of things to get at Target. Oh, the meatballs are done. I was a little surprised. Alright, let's get you guys over here so you can see what these meatballs look like. I'm gonna need a lot of space now that I think about it. 1, 2. There's 1. There's 2. Come look at these meatballs. Tell me if they meet your satisfaction. Yes, you have to.
Got all the fat rendering out of them?
Yes.
They do look like good meatballs.
To the sauce.
Did you want the camera over there?
Yes, please. Exterior. A little bit of fat getting in there actually helps the sauce, so. regular. We're like in a regular Italian family over here with our Sunday sauce and
Mamma mia.
our meats.
Sunday sauce and meat.
What? That is an Italian thing, the Sunday sauce. Oh. I thought you were like laughing at me like it was a stupid thing to say.
No.
Okay. Let's basically just gonna let this cook down and infuse and finish off the meatballs. It's gonna be pretty tasty. Nice, straight in the sauce. I'd be scraping those burnt bits in too. Oh yeah, that grease. You know, now that you say it, I am gonna get. Hold on, where's my thing? Nothing. There's a little bit of extra fond on this one.
The one, yeah.
So. There we go. You know, honestly, if we pivoted to just making some spaghetti, that'd be pretty good too.
I'm fine with that. You can.
No, it's fine. We committed to the meatball sub. I've made spaghetti before, but it's the best parts of me licking that pan.
Those noodles out in the fridge. I can eat them with those noodles.
You still can.
They're not the spaghetti noodles I know.
You're more than welcome to. I'm making a vinaigrette. Oh yeah. Yes, it is an immersion blender. I need an egg yolk. I completely forgot about this. I'm telling you, I'm off my game today.
It's been a while.
It has been a while. One egg yolk. Oh yeah. Turn the timer off. Sorry. Alright, we have a nice Dijon red wine vinaigrette. And a sweating. Say what you want, but that cup is perfect for immersion blending. What?
Buddy.
He smelled meat.
Dad ever give you a shirt?
No, we never came upstairs.
Oh, that's right. We knocked downstairs together. Oh, awesome. Oh, you're
Let's taste this and see how much salt this needs.
Help me write my second
Oh, that's good. It's a little sour, but like in a good way. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Are you going to Target anytime soon?
Uh-huh.
I need this.
Okay.
A little bit of salt.
There you go. Was there yesterday?
Were you?
Yeah.
I apologize. I hadn't made anything, so I didn't have a...
It's not your fault.
Oh, yeah.
Did you keep forgetting things, or was that an excited oh yeah?
No, I added salt to it. I was tasting it for the final flavor. I was saying, oh, yeah, because I liked what I had. Okay. You gotta stop with the gas and the... You're killing me today.
I don't know why you're so sensitive to it.
I wonder why.
Sorry.
You can't commentate too much. That's also against the NFL. Just in case you weren't aware of that. All right, we got our breads. I'm going to go ahead and wash my 2 types of stuff. And then salad spinach. Come together well. The dog has found his way over to the pot of salt. Go figure. What did I come in here for? Salad spinner. The old salad spinner. Hey, Ghetto, how's it going? Welcome. How's your weekend? You came at a great time. We're I would say 80% towards being complete with our stuff. We just made a bomb salad dressing. This can go in the fridge. It was good. I went fishing and swam in some dirty ass water. The usual. How about you? We had friends over yesterday, which was nice. We made I made beef stroganoff from scratch. Really delicious stuff. I also made some cookies. And then, so we had a good time with them. We haven't had anyone over for dinner in a long time. We ended up playing games, which I was super excited about. I love board games. And then today has been pretty chill. I almost didn't stream because I really wanted to take a nap, but I was like, I've been really inconsistent with my streams with traveling so much the last couple of days and vacation and stuff like that. So I was like, no, I need to get my streams back in order. And it's actually turned out to be not too bad. It's a longer stream, but a like chill, easy, not overly taxing, but also going to be very delicious. We've got football going on in the background. The Chiefs are currently playing, muted to not get copyright stroke. Alright, so we got this. We got a beautiful red sauce over here cooking with a bunch of meatballs we made. We made the sauce from scratch. Nice. I love homemade stroganoff. Copyright stroke. Yeah. Yeah, I have a copyright stroke. You need to go out, bud? It is still kind of warm. It's like 80. You know, I thought September would bring a little bit cooler weather, but I remember back to my football days, and I'm like, no, it's still kind of hot. Still kind of sucks. Nice, man. Sounds like a good Sunday. Yeah. Here, I'll show you the. Here's the sauce we got going with the meatballs. We went ahead. It's pork, beef, and veal with a panade of day old bread. The bread we had with our stroganoff. Some parmesan. 3 eggs, a little bit of breadcrumbs because I forgot to add the eggs, and once I added the eggs, it got real goopy. What else? Red pepper flakes, salt, pepper, and then we went ahead and used the ice cream scoop and made like 30 or 40 balls. It was like 3 pounds of meat, so it was pretty substantial. And then we cooked those in the oven for about 30 minutes, and then we're finishing them in the sauce. The sauce is just onions, garlic, some tomato sauce, basil, little red pepper flake. All right, we're gonna butter these. I'm gonna use some spreadable butter just to make it easier. Woo!
Cool.
I walked the Brooklyn Bridge last year in September thinking it would not be hot. Nope, it was freaking hot. I bet. Although, that far north, I bet it was a lot nicer.
Yeah, the perspective of hot.
Yeah, the perspective of hot, right. So I'm going to New York in October, as you know. Sometimes 2 weeks is all you need for weather to chill. Seriously. I feel like everywhere we've gone, the like warm weather has followed us. We went to Portland, and they had a heat wave. 90 degrees. Back home, it was 90 degrees.
75.
And then at one point, it like rained, and it was 75. And then the day after we left in Portland, it went back down to like 70s, 60s. I was like, good Lord. All right, so there. Got some nice butter on these buns.
Issues.
Who's having issues? Oh.
Like right graphics people.
Oh, I thought you were mean our TV. I was like, again?
No, like at one point, it just zeroed everything.
Oh, so the game restarted.
Not the scores. Like everything else zeroed, and it was like, no, there's still numbers there.
Somebody got mad and restarted Madden.
Yeah,
Is what you're
someone
saying?
yeah, someone hit the wrong button, and they were like,
Our hot is different from you. 80-degree humid is horrible. Yeah, we actually get really humid. It's like surprisingly humid out here. But I agree. The humidity is the killer. All right. All right, I'm gonna put this in the broiler.
peace.
Who's broil? 1 and 2. All right, once that heats up, I'll get it in there. We're gonna get a little bit of buttery toast. I was hot, now I've started sweating. I blame the dog. All right, cheese me. All right, I just froze the cheese just so it's easier to grate. Let's see if it was pro level. Is that chimichurri? I'm in love with that stuff. It's close to a chimichurri, but the sauce is more like a pesto than a chimichurri. But it's parsley, Italian parsley, chives, red pepper flakes, green onions. What else is there? Oregano, like fresh oregano, lemon, some garlic, and extra virgin olive oil, and then salt and pepper. So, oh, and some basil, some Italian basil. I'm trying to go for like a tapenade or a relish. I wanted to add some herbs to the meatball because obviously there isn't a lot in the actual anything else. And I think it'll add a nice color and a nice flavor. All right, it's been 2 minutes. Let's see how this is going. I don't want to. Not very long actually. Why? How long is the video? You don't know. Bold of you to ask how long it is and then not have an idea of how long you needed.
Usually like 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah, you probably could watch that.
17 minutes.
I would say that's borderline. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and put this in another bowl.
After dinner, I'll have to do my.
All right, so starting to get a little bit of a toast. Go ahead and pull it. I don't want to burn the bread. Cheese. I ordered an expensive steak with chimichurri last year. The good quality olive oil really brings out the nice flavor, not overpowering thing, just adds. Yeah, steak with chimichurri is like a really awesome flavor. It does really, really well. Because I think sometimes just steak by itself can be a little overwhelming from time to time. Or not overwhelming, but just it's a lot of the same. I think adding the olive oil and a little bit of this and that really helps bring out the flavor by giving you like an alternative. I don't know if that makes any sense what I just said. Okay. So what I'm going for is a giant cheesy covered mess. I want this thing smothered, covered, like my Waffle House hash browns. Do you not know the song I'm referring to? Oh. That's the Bloodhound Gang. We're gonna go back in there. Sweet baby Jesus. Yeah, I want this melty. Alright, we're actually just gonna go over here and watch. This is gonna be undeniably fucking awesome. Yes, it is. I want this to be the king of meatball subs. That shouldn't take very long for the cheese to really just start going. Ooh, you can see it starting to ooze. We're actually getting pretty close to you being able to take pictures. If you're interested. I'm wiping down everything, too. Oh. I can also make more of the bread. I just made one each. But I assumed that was probably okay. Oh, look at that gooey goodness. All right. Yeah. Did you add garlic in the butter, I think? I added garlic seasoning. At least I think I did. I was supposed to. If I didn't, that's on me. I told you, I'm working on like 60% brain capacity right now. All right, it's pretty much done. Where's the... Oh, yeah. Wow, that was a great sentence. Yeah, look at that deliciousness. Does that not do it for you?
That does it for me, yeah. I love cheesy bread.
There's a whole mess of utensils.
I'm not gonna lie. Do we want to talk about not working on 100%? I thought those were egg yolks sitting in there, and I was so impressed they hadn't broken. And then I realized they were just yellow tomatoes.
Yeah, sorry.
I was like, wow.
Look at the shot. Look at the shot. Like I said, we have a lot of bread, so I can make more bread.
It's like, don't do that with your hand. Picture.
I'm sorry, milady.
Oh wait, those don't go together. Those go together.
Okay. I think this one's the better one.
You pick what you want.
Oop, there we go.
I thought you had dropped the bread, and I was like, I guess that one's mine. You can rearrange them once they're in there. What's the butter for?
Buttered the bread.
Yeah. Should turn that meatball around.
That's hot.
I figured they're steaming.
Small one.
Or a narrow one. Wait, what?
It's a commercial.
No, there was a news thing. I don't know if it was a commercial or if it was an actual news thing.
Meatball maxing. Yeah.
Does that need to be on?
It's not
Cooling
on.
down?
It's cooling down.
Okay.
It just makes noises, remember?
Yeah, I just was like, is it doing what it's supposed to? It was fine. Oh, because those were in there. Oh, yay.
What? You don't think that looks good?
That's not what I was eyeing. That was at myself. I'm just struggling. What's wrong?
Nope. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit.
Yeah, it leaked.
Well, some leakage is fine. It's a
It's
meatball
really pretty
sub.
from this angle.
Yeah. Yeah, there's gonna be some leakage, and that's totally fine. Sorry. What?
You just reached it.
Why not? I'm the only one eating it.
I know. It just worked because it wasn't covered in dressing yet, you know?
Yes.
So I was like, you don't normally just a salad.
The leakage is how you know it's good. Right.
That looks good for a picture.
Okay.
You can put more on it after the picture.
Should I put another layer of cheese? Oops.
You can.
Oh, you think it looks like that?
I think it looks good like this.
But have you ever seen cheese standing up?
Yeah.
Actually, can I just... Some of them look dry. Rusty Rhymes looks great. Thanks, man. I'm excited to eat this. It's going to be delicious. Oh, wait, can I see that one more time? That looks good.
Is that okay? Because I can take one more this way, but
No, I
it doesn't
think you...
quite look as nice in my opinion.
No, I think you nailed it.
Than that.
Gift wipe the better one. What a guy. Oh my god, yes. They want the better one for the Instagram, yeah. Meatball maxing. Looks like a giant meatball hot dog.
It does.
That's what she said. I'm going to be honest with you. A giant meatball hot dog actually sounds dank.
It does. You can...
Right. You don't want the Instagram post to show that you slather everything in sauce. No.
Now you can slather.
Now I'm going to slather some stuff in sauce.
You just, like, it was good for the picture. I didn't need more.
I like my salads extra dressing. What that says about me as a person, I don't know.
A lot of people do.
Yes, your mother.
She drowns it. She's like, some lettuce with your dressing?
I don't know a way I can eat this without making a mess.
That's what I said.
Honest with you.
And you were mocking me for that earlier.
Well, I'm always going to mock you, regardless of what it is.
We are married, so I guess the mocking is inherent to the process.
I'm literally debating on whether to bib. Like, should I bib?
We need to get you like an apron, just a bib.
I think that's the spot.
Is it okay to eat here? No, the trash bag was here.
Okay.
I am.
Oh, I screwed up.
Did you forget?
I can make this picture even better.
Yeah. We can bring it back. We can take the picture anew.
Do you trust me?
Yeah. I can take another picture. It's okay.
Does that look good?
Yes, it does. Stop. Don't put more. You can put more after the picture.
Cheese, milady. You need a area with more light? Stop!
What?
That's a lot of Parmesan.
Does that look okay?
Can you do it a little bit more to the angle? Oh, that's the money shot.
Out of center. What's it doing? Does that look okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone in my office has official bank company bibs. Embrace the sloppiness. At first I thought it was weird. Well, it still is, but I want one now. What is too much Parmesan, Ghetto says.
There is no such thing as too much Parmesan. I'm sorry.
The money shot.
Can I?
Question mark.
Yes, I can. Yes.
Yes, that's for you. Have what you want. Yes, the answer to that question is yes. You got it on the table immediately. Alright, can you guys see how beautiful... Oh, I'm leaking into my salad!
You're leaking in your finger. You're leaking everywhere.
Who cares? Oh, it just blew all over my hand.
Do you need more napkins?
No.
What about that side though?
Oh. Yeah, look at the cheese melt down here on the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's just straight. The bread buckled. Oh.
I'm so glad you got that on camera.
How long will it go?
Like
There we go.
It's the opposite of Lady and the Tramp. Where's the water?
What are you talking about? I definitely feel like the lady. And the tramp.
I'll say not the Tramp. That sounded like a satisfied, like,
I'm not upset. I'm just dirty.
Yeah.
Thanks. I should have got. I was joking about the bib, but it might be actually a bib time. It's really good. Oh, is it time for a haircut?
Yeah.
Do me like one of the Frenchmen.
There's a skipper hair on it. I know you're shocked.
I cannot wait for the heckling to begin.
It's just a towel. It's one of our hand towels. I picked the black one so that if you did splatter it, it won't stain it.
Ghetto was like, what? I think he didn't. He's like, what do you mean by one of your Frenchmen?
Draw me like one of your French girls?
No, I meant like the French eat fancy, and I assume they have bibs. I've never been to France. That's what I meant.
They eat a lot of pastries.
You don't need a bib for a pastry?
For like breakfast.
Oh, it's so tasty. The salad's good, and the meatballs are good. There's a ton of meatballs, so you're going to be eating this a while.
Okay.
You assume Frenchmen have bibs. Could be. Yeah, you need bibs for snails. Exactly, see? You get that little French butter escargot snail. I had it on a cruise ship. It was only okay. I wouldn't recommend it. There's a lot of other things that you could, wrap in butter herb sauce, and it would be delicious. Like crab, lobster, shrimp, scallops.
Pictures of.
Snails, not so much. Frog leg juices, too. Yeah, there you go. I had snails made like that. I thought it was good. I thought the flavor inherently was good, but like eating the snail was not that
I
tasty.
think it's texture partly.
I think if there's anything that you're cooking and the goal is to hide it,
This is a real thing with you.
then like what's the point of
You're
eating
covering up the taste of
it? Yeah,
it.
if you're covering up the like thing you're making with something else to try and make it edible, then I mean that's fine, but that's just kind of defeats the purpose for me. It's kind of like people who cover like raw oysters or clams with like an absolute buttload of horseradish and Tabasco and lemon and everything they can to like hide the flavor of oyster. If that's your thing, I'm glad, but I just like, I don't know. That's personal opinion. And the sales we hear are 50% garlic butter and cheese, and it is impossible not to taste good. And that's what I mean. It was kind of like okra. It took on the flavor of the butter. Yeah, I could see that. With fresh bread, your point is valid, sir. Yeah. The Dijon Vinaigrette's a winner. All right. Back in the main event. I mean, look at this. Look at that bread. Tell me that does not look appetizing. It's a little mushy, though. Did it need sauce?
Yeah, I forgot to put like an extra scoop on there.
What really makes this good is that sauce soaked up a lot of meat flavor by finishing the meatballs in it, pouring a little bit of the grease, adding the fond off the pans. But it's also got a nice herbaceous hint with a little bit of lemon and garlic on that sauce we made, pesto. It's really just bringing it all together for me. Probably would have gone a little bit heavier on that Parmesan, even though it's like less than a foot in front of me. I don't feel like I can pry this baby open without it falling apart. Yeah, I'm getting jealous. Gonna have to get my food going. Yeah, yours is gonna take a little while, so you might as well, preheat the oven at least. The meatballs are nice and juicy. They're not dense. Which is what the panade does. That milky bread does such good work. I dare say there's almost too much mozzarella cheese on this. What? No. Okay. My wife disagrees wholeheartedly. It's just, I feel like I'm eating meatballs and mozzarella sticks at the same time.
Yeah, it's great.
It's nice buttery bread, too.
Good job.
Is this what you imagined when you suggested it this morning for breakfast?
It's better.
Sorry, she did not suggest meatball subs for breakfast.
We were at breakfast.
We were eating breakfast, and she suggested meatball subs. Because it was going to be that or sweet and sour chicken.
Which I do want, but you're making chicken tomorrow.
I am making chicken tomorrow. I'm making something very simple tomorrow. I'm making just seared chicken breast and garlic noodles. It's going to be delicious. I love garlic noodles. We haven't had them in a while.
No, we haven't. They used to be like a staple. You'd make them pretty regularly.
Mm-hmm. That final meatball I put in here just wants to slip away. Get away.
Oh, the gnat?
Yeah, there's a little bug.
Yeah, it's around your head.
Sweet and sour meatballs is good too. You know, that does sound good. I don't know that these meatballs would be great for it, but this gnat is just buzzing me.
Yeah.
Smack him. Not me. Smack it. I really like the... I don't mind Swedish meatballs, but sometimes I don't like the Swedish sauce, but I like the meatballs. But I really like... there's an appetizer out here. I don't know if it's like an everywhere thing, but it definitely seems like a Midwest thing. That are meatballs in like a almost tangy barbecue, sweet, spicy sauce. I really like that. I've made that a couple times, actually. I've made it with sausages as well. Homemade sauce is way better than IKEA. See, I did make homemade sauce one time, and I just felt like it tasted too mustardy. Oh, well, that's exciting. I need a new Swedish meatball recipe is what I need. Jeez, Lord.
So you probably think there's too much because you're eating both sides at the same time. With me cutting it and eating it differently, it's probably okay.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
It is probably accurate.
It's just how we're eating it.
I wish that I had like 2 or 3 more hours to thicken up the tomato sauce a little bit more. I think I added too much water because I was worried it wasn't going to cover the meatballs.
Mm-hmm.
But if that sauce thickened up, that'd be good. Yeah, Justin, make a better one. Yeah, exactly.
That's probably why you think there's too much cheese. You're getting both sides at once.
Well, I'm
eating mine open face.
Yeah. And a lot less messy than me.
It's still messy.
I didn't need the bib, but I needed the napkins. What was I gonna say? You distracted me. 2 steps ahead. Yeah.
You're talking about IKEA, but
yeah, that was the only thing. Should have simmered it more. Yeah, that's on me. Honestly, I may throw it back on there after we end the stream and see if I can't thicken that up. Because the flavor profile is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
In all honesty, we could literally just make spaghetti with that tomorrow. Just throw it on there and heat it up.
You're thinking about that now.
Well, I'm thinking about it, but I don't feel like that's a great stream idea because we've made spaghetti a billion times. But I already bought the stuff for the seared chicken breast.
If the temperature would actually ever drop, we could start making like chili and stuff.
I had chili a couple weeks ago, remember? It was delicious.
Mm-hmm.
But it was chili, yeah. There's still time. That's what I meant. Yeah, I am probably actually going to do that. Probably let it simmer for 2 or 3 hours and then give it an hour or two to cool down and put in the fridge. That'll really thicken it up nicely. I'm struggling with my last meatball.
It's very filling.
Yeah. My salad was good too.
I'm going to pack this up tomorrow.
But we're not quitters here. Okay, she's a quitter. Conquer it. You got this. In this battle of man versus food. You never watched any of that, did you?
No.
Oh. I loved man versus food. When you say spaghetti, you would ground up the meatballs into the sauce? No. What I'm saying is we would heat it up. Well, I'd thicken the sauce by letting it simmer some more. And then eat it as spaghetti and meatballs. Yum. Oh, hey, Chow, welcome. I love meatball sandwiches. Yeah, you can't see much of what's left because I'm down to the last bite, but it was probably the prettiest meatball sub I've ever seen. 3 meats, veal, beef, and pork. Plus, we made this nice herby pesto on the top with like chives, green onions, basil, some fresh oregano, and some Italian parsley, and garlic, red pepper, a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, and some lemon. It is killing it. And then I put way too much cheese on here. Sauce could be a little thicker, but we're just talking about how to fix that. Sorry, dumb question, yeah. Spaghetti and meatballs, which I think is a heretical thing to Italians, apparently. Is it? I didn't think it was heretical. I know they like their Sunday sauce where you throw, like, sausages, and I thought meatballs in there. And then let it cook all day. They probably disagree with the way I made the sauce, for sure. There's no doubt about that. It's either meatballs are bad or ground meat with spaghetti is bad. See, I don't understand that. Like, I think it's ground meat is the bastardized American spaghetti version. I love ground meat sauce. Honestly, that's my preferred way to make it. Sunday gravy looks like a lot of work and worth it. Sunday gravy is awesome because it literally is just a sauce that you cook all day with all the meats in there. It is so flavorful. It's just, like I said, it's an all-day thing. Now, I don't know that I have the patience because it would smell wonderful in this house for like 12 hours.
And you couldn't eat it.
Yeah, and you can't eat it. Well, I mean, you could eat it, but I'd be over there just like taking it by the spoonful. By the time it's actually time for dinner, we're going to have like that much sauce left because I've just been dipping into it all day.
I believe that.
Me too, yeah. Red knows exactly what I'm talking about. Whoa. Also, my wife put the bib on me, so don't blame me. I didn't make this choice. It was thrust upon me. But I did just wipe off the sweat, so sorry.
I'll wash it. Just don't put it back in the drawer.
I don't even know what drawer you got this from.
It was a bottom drawer, which is why you don't know.
That is why I don't know. I don't
look in the
drawers.
bottom drawers.
The bottom drawers are yours. I get the top drawers. Medium is mine as well, but no one needs to know that. No one but the 27 people listening. Oh, we have 8. That's pretty nice. You need an Italian grandma to smack you when you start tapping into the sauce early. Well, if you've got one to loan for me, I would love to, I'll get her a chair. She can just sit there and stir the pot all day. My grandma didn't ever make Italian food like that. She did a lot of like what's the soup? What? Chicken tortilla soup. That's what it is. She made a ton of chicken tortilla soup. That's what it was. She'd make that, and it would just sit on the stove for hours. And then when we would eat it as like the extended family, so like 25 people, it was so good. That being said, tortilla soup is great anyway. Uh-oh. What's up, bud? You want to say hi? You want to come say hi? Come here, buddy.
Don't turn it towards.
Come here, buddy. Hey. Come. Skipper. Come. No, come here. Do you want a treat? You gotta come here. Hey, come here. Come.
That's not the one that gets.
He's demanding the meatball tax. Hey! Over here. Come here.
Touch.
Touch. No.
Skipper.
Enough.
Enough. Thank you.
Touch. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Stay. I'm gonna go get you your carrots. Good boy.
Good stuff.
That sounds amazing. My grandma would make just vegetable soup like that for large crowds with all the special grandma touches. Yay, Skipper. I know, you haven't seen Skipper in a while. You shake. That's sniff. Shake. That's good boy. Yeah.
He's tired.
Who's there?
I thought he was going to bite that guy.
Good boy. I did think he was going to bite that one.
I've never seen him do. I was like, he's going to go for that.
Oh, you could see it on the thing, too. He kind of went...
like, yeah.
He head bobbed me. Boop. Shake. Shake. You just licked my thumb.
He was hoping there was something there.
Alright, I don't think I can see you. Oh, he's still got tons of prickers.
He had so many in him. I need to brush more out.
The dog got to go to the PARK today. We don't say it because then he gets excited to go back. But apparently, I went to the store while this was going on. He ran through a pricker bush and got completely covered in them.
There's like tall grass and there's like things with prickers in there.
And so you can still see some like in his chest and
his
tail and like in his underbody. Morgan spent a good hour just like brushing him, trying to get as much out as she could. And then he started fighting back. Oh crap, I hate those. Yeah. Sometimes the dog just like running into stuff.
It takes like 2 seconds. He just runs in and runs out, and then I'm like, what happened?
Yep, it's that time of year.
You just threw that over his head.
Nah. Wait, did that stay?
No, it hit the couch.
He is a magnet for him, I bet. The perfect vessel for sticky seeds.
Oh my god. He'll have whole branches stuck to him. Like, he'll walk out and a branch is just stuck to him. And he won't let me near him to pull it out because he thinks that means that, it's time to go.
We enjoy, like, putting stuff on his back because then he, like, goes nuts trying to get him. It might be a good time to take him for another cleaning at the vet so they can get him out.
That's not at the vet, but yeah.
Right.
I can brush him out.
PetSmart. Well, I mean, it is the vet for him. He goes. You boop. Good boy.
Ooh.
All right, bud. Last one. Sit down.
I haven't had dinner yet.
Come on. Sometimes he'll come out with a full bird's nest. He wishes. Who's there? Good boy. All right. Do you need me to make any more of the cheesy bread stuff, or is that going to be good for you? Oh, that'll fit perfectly.
That's what I thought.
I thought you'd put it the other way. But
then
who
when
am
I go
I?
to cut it tomorrow, it'll still be.
He says it doesn't taste like what it smells like in here. He doesn't know any better. And I can almost guarantee you he would take a bag of carrots over a meatball almost 70% of the day.
Meatball. Ooh,
Can you grab him a stick? He hasn't had a stick yet.
I gave it to him.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Well, sorry,
I'm gonna
bud.
get his dinner though.
There you go. One last one. Good boy. All right. LOL. All right, guys. I think this is a good time to call the stream. We had a very successful dinner. It was delicious. Made some beautiful meatball subs. Definitely have a lot of leftovers, so we'll see if we end up making spaghetti tomorrow with what we've got, or if we go back to what we were originally planning with the seared meatball or the seared meatballs. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut the meatballs in half and sear them, and
You okay?
there you go. We're gonna have meatball fried rice tomorrow. I'm just making things up now.
I actually would eat meatball fried rice.
I'd probably be pretty good now that I
It
think
would.
about it, but I'm just making stuff up at this point.
I know.
Cheers, guys. Have a good week. Yeah, thanks, Ghetto. But yeah, I appreciate everyone hanging out, chatting, lurking. You guys are the best. If you want to see the recipes for the stuff we make, join the Discord. It should be linked down below if you have any interest in that. I try to put all the recipes on there ahead of time. I haven't put one up for this. I will. And then check out Instagram for the pictures, and then the VODs are on YouTube and on Twitch if you have any interest in those. We stream Sunday through Tuesday, 3 to 4 on Sunday, and then 5 o'clock on Monday and Tuesdays. If we do anything else throughout the week, then it's kind of random and unscheduled. But I appreciate you guys for hanging out. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. I am going to find someone to raid, so try and stick around so we can share the love. Thanks, guys.